It is 7:14 p.m. on a Tuesday. The cold light of the open refrigerator spills across the kitchen floor. Rick is standing there, perfectly still. He is staring at a head of lettuce, some raw chicken, and a carton of eggs. The fridge is full. He has food. But Rick's brain doesn't see ingredients anymore. It sees a complex, insurmountable obstacle course. Cooking means chopping. Chopping means cleaning a pan. Cleaning a pan means standing at the sink for another 10 minutes. Right now, 10 minutes feels like a marathon he cannot run. He closes the door. The kitchen goes dark. He slumps onto the couch and pulls out his phone. His thumb instinctively hovers over a bright red food delivery app. He scrolls through pictures of greasy, overpriced burgers. He doesn't even really want a burger. His stomach isn't growling. But in exactly 3 taps, it's done. $35. Gone. Plus delivery fees. Plus a tip. He locks his phone and stares at the ceiling. An immediate wave of guilt washes over him. He promised himself he would save money this month. He failed. Again. Why does he keep doing this? It isn't because Rick is weak. It isn't because he lacks basic financial education. This is the exhaustion tax. It is the direct, brutal result of decision fatigue. You see, willpower isn't a personality trait. It's a battery. And Rick's battery was actually drained before he even left his house this morning. Let's rewind. Rick's day started at 6 a.m. with his alarm. He hit snooze 4 times, fracturing his sleep and starting his day in a state of panic. He skipped breakfast, burned his tongue on bad coffee, and spent 45 minutes stuck in crushing, unmoving traffic, gripping the steering wheel while listening to depressing morning news. By the time he sat at his desk, the world had already stolen 30% of his daily energy. Then, the real drain began. Performative productivity. Today wasn't physically demanding, but it was psychologically destructive. Rick spent 2 hours in a windowless conference room, pretending to pay attention to a useless meeting that absolutely could have been an email. He smiled at jokes he didn't find funny. He nodded at corporate buzzwords that meant nothing. He spent the rest of the afternoon doing fake work, reorganizing digital folders, replying to passive-aggressive emails, and constantly moving his mouse so his status would stay green on the company chat. Pretending to work is often more exhausting than actually working. He made hundreds of tiny, meaningless micro-decisions all day long to keep his boss happy. By the time he scanned his badge to leave the building, his prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for long-term planning and impulse control, had completely shut down. It was offline. When your willpower is offline, your brain defaults to the path of absolute least resistance. It screams for an immediate dopamine hit to numb the stress. And the easiest, most accessible dopamine in the modern world comes in a brown paper bag, delivered right to your door by a guy on a motorcycle. Rick eats the cold fries in silence. He tells himself it's just a small treat for surviving a hard day. But the math is unforgiving. This little treat happens 4 times a week. That's $140 a week, nearly $600 a month, stolen directly from his own future. He is literally eating his escape fund. And the worst part? The cycle doesn't end after dinner. It is now 11:30 p.m. Rick is exhausted. He desperately needs sleep. But he refuses to close his eyes. Instead, he lies in bed, scrolling endlessly through short videos for another 2 hours. Psychologists call this revenge bedtime procrastination. Because Rick feels like he had zero control over his own day. Because his time belonged to traffic, his boss, and meaningless meetings. He tries to steal his freedom back late at night. He trades his sleep for cheap entertainment. The result? He wakes up the next morning with his battery already at 50%. The cycle guarantees he will order delivery again tomorrow. Now, let's look at the next cubicle over. This is Simon. Simon is in the exact same rat race. He sat through that exact same useless meeting. He deals with the same annoying emails and the same exhausting commute. But Simon looks peaceful. Simon never pays the exhaustion tax. Why? Because Simon understands a fundamental truth about human nature. Discipline is a fragile illusion. Relying on your own willpower at 7 p.m. after a crushing workday is a guaranteed losing game. You cannot outsmart a tired brain. So, Simon doesn't try to be stronger. He just eliminates the decision entirely. He creates systems of zero friction. It starts on Sunday afternoon. Simon runs a boring, automated routine. He cooks all his food for the week and puts it in identical plastic containers. When Tuesday night hits, and his brain is just as dead as Rick's, he doesn't have to choose. He doesn't need willpower. He opens the fridge, puts a box in the microwave, and he is done in 3 minutes. By removing this one daily point of friction, Simon traps that $600 a month. But Simon also knows another psychological truth. If that money sits in his checking account, he will eventually spend it on something else. So he automates his finances just like he automates his food. On the exact day he gets paid, an automatic transfer pulls that $600 out of his checking account. He pays himself first, before he even sees the money. He doesn't have to make the decision to invest. The system does it for him. He takes the exact money Rick spends on temporary comfort and channels it into broad market index funds. Simon doesn't try to pick winning stocks. He doesn't chase crypto hype or day trading algorithms. He just buys a piece of the 500 largest companies in the United States, like the S&P 500. He relies entirely on the undisputed math of compound interest. Historically, the broader market grows wealth by about 8 to 10% a year over the long term. Let's look at the actual math. $600 a month invested at an average 8% return over 10 years. That is over $109,000. Rick spent that exact same amount on cold French fries and momentary dopamine hits. Rick got heartburn. Simon got $100,000 and the down payment for his absolute freedom. The rat race isn't just about the hours you spend at a desk. It's about how you manage the friction of your daily life outside of it. The system is designed to keep you tired, so you keep spending. If you ever want to escape, you have to stop fighting your own exhausted brain. Automate the boring things. Set your meals in advance. Pay yourself first. Invest in the whole market. True wealth isn't just a high salary. It's keeping your money from slipping through your tired, stressed out fingers.